natural language with all the ambiguity in natural language and was still able to win the competition. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, now here's the interesting thing. As much as what AI has done, there are very few fields where what the field cannot do is just as important as what the field can do. In AI, whatever we can't do is actually important because that's how you tell between humans and machines. Why do you want to tell between humans and machines? Because in the current cyber world, there can be many, many machines that are going to the various web pages that you set up, not just humans. And so in the very beginning, when web started, Yahoo said we'll give free mail accounts, and each mail account will get, whatever, 5 megabytes of, at that time, maybe, space. And then next thing you know, they found that their entire space just disappeared. Why? Because there are these bots, now we call them bots, these programs who are just basically just repeatedly making, fake accounts. And then that became a nice free space in the web. Okay. So then people started realizing that you actually need to tell the difference between humans and machines. Believe it or not, this is another way of knowing that AI is very close because you actually have to tell the difference between humans and machines. The beginning ones that they would come up with are simple things like read these letters, and these letters were written in the nice, printed form. Then they said handwritten. Then they said, things like this. For example, what's common between all these pictures? Easy for you, still at the time when it was done, hard for machines. The thing that's common is obviously a snake, right? Now it turns out that these kinds of things are actually doable. So the other day I was doing a captcha for one reason. I think I was trying to start some account somewhere, and then there's an arms race because we can actually make agents which can do more and more intelligent tasks, such as reading badly written language, or even trying to make some sense of pictures. There's an arms race. You need to come up with even harder tests to see whether it's a human or a machine on the other side. So in fact, sometimes at some point of time, I think we will lose that game. Because I already almost lost it because they showed me this one particular captcha where the background is moving and the foreground is undulating. And then I had to put all my glasses on my eyes to figure out what it is that I'm reading. So I came this close to being seen as a machine, okay, because I could read that. Now the reason they did that is because they think essentially machines now can do that. I mean, machines are just before that. That's why they're trying to do that over there. So it's kind of a cute thing to know that captchas essentially